Attention, realtors. I had a dream that one day I could use AI to manage my entire CRM. I dreamed that my AI could talk to my clients, book appointments for me, and follow up with my leads when they were ready to buy or sell a home. I had a dream that I could do less and close more. And today, I am excited to announce that that dream has come true! What's up, guys? Tommy Mutchell here, your lazy agent. And if you've ever used an AI inside of your real estate business, like whether the Lofty CRM AI, the LionDesk AI, or the Structurally AI, then you know these booking appointment bot AIs kind of suck a lot and do a horrible job at converting cold leads into booked appointments. Until now, because today I want to introduce you to the Lazy Agent AI inside of the Lazy Agent CRM, which is the most advanced ChatGPT powered AI on the market for realtors to date. It'll also follow up with your leads, organize your database, works over multiple channels, and so much more. Now, before we jump into it, this video is broken down into 3 sections. First up, we're going to be demoing the AI. Then we'll talk about the customization and capabilities of the AI. And then we'll talk about how you can try out the Lazy Agent AI inside of the Lazy Agent CRM for only 5 cents. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so here we are inside of the Lazy Agent CRM, and we're going to go ahead and test out our AI right now and take a look at what is going on. Now, first up, I just sent a really simple message where I just texted the AI, hi. Now, you could text the AI literally anything. It doesn't matter. It's a ChatGPT powered AI that's been custom fine-tuned for realtors, and it's always going to respond accordingly. Now, we'll talk about the customizations options later in the video, but of course, you can start a conversation literally however you want. Of course, the AI can send out custom messages like, hey, thanks for registering on our website, or we see you're interested in seeing 123 Main Street. When do you want to see it? So the responses can be fully customized. For this example's sake, I'm just saying a generic hi. Now we're right here inside of the magic inbox inside of the Lazy Agent CRM. And think of this kind of as where all the conversations are happening. We can see all of our leads and all the conversations that are going on. We have our test lead, Tommy, right here, right now. And you can see this conversation panel as kind of like a timeline because you're going to see some additional information along with the messaging. So the lead, so I sent a test message saying hi, and then the first thing that happened inside the CRM, an opportunity was created. Basically, the lead was placed inside of the new lead pipeline stage. Now, the Lazy Agent CRM, very similar to like Lofty and some other CRMs, runs on a pipeline system. So you got to keep all your leads in a pipeline and keep them organized. And we'll talk about that later and why it's really important. So the lead's not going to see this messaging. This is just for your own internal references. Now, the first thing the AI did was like, hello, how can I assist you? Are you interested in buying a property? So it's already asking questions, trying to qualify the lead and see what's going on. Obviously, this message is going to change dynamically based off of the campaign or the initial outreach message. But because we just said hi, the AI is going to be really smart and begin the conversation as a real estate conversation. I responded with, I'm actually thinking about selling. How's the market here in Bellingham today? Now, generally speaking, the way the AI works is when it knows nothing about a lead and it remembers the entire conversation because it's ChatGPT powered, it's going to ask 3 main questions. Are you looking to buy or sell? What is your timeline? And why are you looking to move? Now, it doesn't always ask these questions because it's dynamic based on how the conversation flows. The main goal of the AI is to book an appointment. So sometimes if a lead says they're ready to go right off the bat, it's going to skip ahead straight to book the appointment and not bother with these questions. Now, these questions can be changed and we'll talk about that later, but just know the main objective is to book an appointment, and it already has some predefined questions in there that you can change later. We'll talk about that later in the video. Now, the AI, of course, responded and said the Bellingham market is currently very active. There is a high demand for properties, making it a great time to sell. Would you like to set up an appointment to discuss this further? We have slots available Tuesday at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Now, I went ahead and responded saying, I'm actually about 6 months out. Isn't that too early to meet? Now, something very powerful happened with this AI when I texted that, and that is because the AI is making notes of what's going on. And because we said we're about 6 months out, the AI actually ended up moving the lead to the warm pipeline stage. Now, if we were going to go to our opportunities page inside of the Lazy Agent CRM, like I said, we run on a pipeline system. I got some names blurred out here because YouTube doesn't like me showing names or phone numbers or emails, so please forgive me. But this is our pipeline stage, and think of a pipeline as a way to organize our leads. So we have new leads that come in, we have a nurture slot, a cold slot, a warm stage, a hot stage, and then the goal is to book the appointment. So when a lead comes in, the goal is to move the lead down and book the appointment. Once the appointment is booked, they're either a potential client client, an active client under contract, or we close on a house. So obviously the goal is to move them down this funnel or this pipeline, right? And get them closed on a house. So really, really important. Now this lead was moved to the warm pipeline stage. Again, it's blurred out because YouTube's weird about names, email addresses, and stuff like that being public knowledge. So we don't share that information, but the AI did move the lead to the warm pipeline stage. And this is really important because I have pre-built-in follow-up. So anyone that uses the Lazy Agent CRM, you can optionally use all the follow-up campaigns that I personally use inside my real estate business to make literally millions of dollars in commission. They're all pre-built in here, time tested and proven to work, and they're all ready to go. So based off of where the lead is placed inside of this pipeline stage will trigger a follow-up sequence for them, which is really, really important. Now back to our lead. Obviously the AI responded, not at all. It's actually a great time to get started this early. Now the AI knows because they're selling in about 6 months, it thinks we should try and get the appointment booked early because they're looking to sell. Obviously there's prep time and all that stuff in there. So it's going to move back towards trying to book that appointment and responding accordingly. And it actually gives some very good reasons why. And I didn't program it to say this, but this is actually a really good response from ChatGPT on why we should book an appointment right now. And then of course I threw out a couple more time slots. So then I went ahead and responded, okay, do you have time Saturday at 6 a.m.? So I'm trying to throw the AI some curveballs. Now the AI, like I said, it's incredibly smart and it actually will check our calendar to see when we're available. So if we have an appointment already at a particular time, or maybe you're meeting your spouse for lunch, or you're having another client meeting or doctor's appointment, the AI is going to be able to look at your calendar and let the prospect know whether or not you're available. So I know I'm not available 6 a.m. on a Saturday, probably because I'm going to be sleeping, actually. And so the AI, of course, responded accordingly. I'm actually sorry, we don't have a slot available for Saturday at 6 a.m. However, we do have an opening Saturday at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Would either of these times work for you? So again, it's not going to double book you. It's not going to overwhelm you with too many appointments. It's really, really smart. So I said, of course, 11 a.m. works fine. And you're going to notice that an appointment was added into the CRM. The agent was, of course, notified. They also got an AI summary so that actually the realtor doesn't even need to log into the CRM if they don't want to. The realtor actually gets a summary of the entire conversation. So the realtor is actually going to know why the appointment was booked, what's up. Obviously, it is a listing consultation. The Lazy AI can also book a home goal consultation, like buyer consultations, along with property tours. Also, when we're doing consultation style, so it's going to be a little bit different for property tours, but for like a consultation, like a home goals consultation or like a listing consultation, it can book phone appointments, it can book Zoom appointments, or it can book appointments at your office or at their house, all depending on the consultation type. So it's all completely editable. It's really, really easy. I'm not going to show you right now in the CRM, but you can go in and push a couple buttons and decide what type of appointments you like to book. Personally, I prefer to book Zoom appointments. However, this demo account is set up to book a phone consultation, which is totally fine. So the AI then responded and said, great, we're all set for Friday at 11 a.m. I'll see you then. Of course, the lead was then moved from the warm pipeline stage to the appointment book stage. This would be a great time to use some automation to send the lead some like emails, letting them know like, hey, here's what you can expect our listing consultation. Here's some things about how we're going to get your house sold for top dollar. So you can create some really easy automations inside the CRM to send out those emails, text messages, or listing packets. However, because this is the Lazy Agent AI, I wanted to really test it out, and I wanted to throw another curveball and saying, I'm so sorry, can we reschedule? I just remembered that my daughter has a dance recital at that time. And immediately the appointment was canceled. So the AI canceled the appointment inside the CRM. The calendar is now opened up to be booked for by someone else. The AI let the agent know that there's no more appointment. They can check to learn more if they want to. And then of course the CRM also moved the lead from the appointment book stage back to the hot stage. So the AI can follow up with that lead in case they're not able to book that conversation. So there's that safety net built in. If for some reason the lead never responds, the CRM will still follow up with them weekly, trying to rebook that appointment. The AI, of course, responded saying, no problem at all. I understand these things happen. Let's reschedule. Do you have any availability a couple hours later? So it's understanding that, hey, dance recitals take a couple hours. Let's try and reschedule later in the afternoon. I then throw out another curveball saying, hey, can I get back to you and let you know? And the AI, of course, responded, of course, feel free to reach out whenever whenever you have a better idea of your schedule. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Now, if we were to go back to our pipeline, you'll see the lead was moved to the hot stage. And because they're in the hot stage, they've been added to our hot weekly seller follow-up campaign. Again, this comes for free inside the Lazy Agent CRM. It's been time tested and proven to work at booking more appointments. So it's just going to check in with the lead, follow up with them, see when they're ready to buy or sell. Obviously, they're a seller lead, so it's going to be following up with them, asking them when they're ready to sell. So now I don't have to worry about if the lead never texts me back. I know the AI is going to be following up with them religiously to make sure this appointment gets booked. Now I want to take a couple minutes to talk about some of the features the Lazy Agent AI has that no other CRMs do. One being is that this AI is multi-channel, meaning the AI works over SMS, so texting. It also works over WhatsApp, email, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. Now, this lead does not have those accounts connected to them, so they're not going to show up here. However, if I were to message the AI or your business over Facebook or Instagram Messenger, even Google My Business profile and the chat widget, the AI would of course follow up with the lead over those channels. Additionally, let's just say maybe you want the AI to be turned off for a particular channel. Maybe you don't want it to work over email. You can just turn the AI off for just email or just Facebook or just Instagram or just texting or whatever you want. So if you want to selectively turn it off for different channels, you can, or you can enable AI permissions mode. Now, I'm not going to talk about that a ton because I don't want to confuse you guys, but the way the AI works is a lot of people I notice want to have the AI on for like their Instagram account, but they don't want it to be texting their friends and their family and their mom. So the AI will actually ask you for permission when someone messages it over, like, let's say Instagram. It'll send you a text and it will ask you, hey, can I follow up with this person? Yes or no. And you can just tell it yes or no. Additionally, the AI also has dynamic behavior. So it's not just going to book appointments or follow up with your leads. It's also going to send you like notifications like, hey, the lead wants a CMA for their house, or the lead wants you to call them right now. Like, let's just say I start texting this AI right now. If I were to send it a message saying, hey, can you call me real quick? Just sent this message. So hopefully my AI won't disappoint me. The AI is actually calling me. So this is calling me as the agent. So not calling the client. It's calling me right now. And I don't know if you can see it now, but the AI is trying to call me. It's trying to get me as the agent on the phone to talk to the lead right now. It will literally summarize the conversation like saying, hey, so-and-so wants to talk to you on the phone right now. We were talking about XYZ. Press any number to call connect them. Now, if I don't answer my phone because I'm out at another appointment or I'm at a meeting or I'm just being plain lazy and I don't want to answer my phone, the AI will also send me a follow-up text message as a realtor. You can actually see that the AI actually sent me this text message saying, hey, Tommy, your lead, Tommy Muchler, wants you to call them right now. We're trying to call you right now to connect with you. What do you want the CRM to do? So you can have the CRM then call you again. All you got to do is click on these URLs. So it's really, really cool. You just click on the URL and the CRM will do whatever it says it's going to do. You can say, hey, connect me again. You could say, I'm already on the phone with them right now. Or you can have the AI tell Tommy, which is the test lead, that I'm in a meeting and we can't talk right now, and try and book an appointment. And then it lets you know if you don't do anything within 45 minutes, the AI will text the lead on your behalf automatically, letting them know that you're not available for a phone call right now. And the lead will attempt to book an appointment for you on your behalf. So really, really cool stuff. Really powerful, especially if you're doing a lot of prospecting, you're not around. Obviously, you want to be talking to leads as often as possible. So having the AI being able to call you and get you on the phone right now when the lead wants to talk to you is super, super powerful. Another really cool thing about the AI is you can customize the AI's response. So let's just say if the lead responds this way, hey, can I get back to you and let you know? The AI, of course, said, of course, feel free to reach out whenever. Maybe you don't want to say that and you want to say, no, you need to meet with me now because I'm a greedy realtor and I need to sell more houses. You could actually easily go to this little robot icon right here, click on it, and you can add custom Q&As. We call them Q&As. It's really more of a response. So when the lead says something, so if we were to copy this, so let's say we wanted to add one, we can add whenever the lead says, can I get back to you and let you know, we can change our response to whatever we want. No problem. Can I follow up with you tomorrow? You can go ahead and click add. So now whenever the lead says something along these lines, again, these are ChatGPT powered conversations. So if it says something different, it's obviously going to understand that this is how it needs to respond in these scenarios. We can also add things like, hey, who do you recommend for a lender? And you can, of course, respond saying whatever you want. I would say I recommend John Block. His contact info is 36 whatever. Click add, and bada boom, bada bing, you can fully customize your AI and the way it responds. You can also create custom AI campaigns. So if you wanted to just go ahead and make a custom campaign with different follow-up questions. Additionally, you can create custom AI campaigns. So you can just make any campaign you want. Let's just say it's a for sale by owner list and you're generating for sale by owner leads and you want the AI to follow up and talk in a certain way. You can create custom campaigns that will send those initial reach out messages. It could be literally whenever you want, and the AI will understand that that was the message that was sent from the CRM. So not from the AI, but just from the CRM. It'll know that message was sent and it will continue the conversation as if the AI sent the message. So you can really customize literally any of the messages, any of the campaigns, anything you want. There's really like very limited to no restrictions. You can even customize something I like to call AI mode. So we have an assistant mode and an agent mode. And basically what this means is the AI can either impersonate you as the realtor. So right now, the way I have the AI set up is it impersonates me as a realtor, but it can also impersonate an assistant, whether that's a real assistant or just a fake ISA that you built, and it will do a warm transfer. So it's going to act the exact same as it normally will, except it's going to take on a different persona that's not you. And then once the appointment is booked, it's going to introduce you saying like, awesome, we're all set. I'm going to have you meet with Tommy Muchler. He'll introduce himself shortly, yada, yada, yada. So as you can see, the AI is actually incredibly powerful and you could do so much. Not only is it insanely customizable, but it's going to follow up with your leads whenever they're ready. It's going to book appointments. It can handle just about anything you can throw at it. So no, it doesn't matter what your prospects say, it's going to handle those conversations really, really well. In fact, it's so smart, it even knows how to handle all of spam text. Like, I don't know about you, I get spam calls and spam text messages all day long. They're so freaking annoying. If it detects or thinks that someone's trying to sell you leads or is an annoying salesman, it will just turn off and can delete the lead. Of course, you can turn it off if you don't want to delete leads. But if it's clearly just a spam salesman trying to waste your time, it will just turn off and delete that number and block them. It's actually really, really powerful. And the best part is it works. I've already been testing it with about 80 realtors right now. The results they're getting are amazing. I've already been closing personal deals on my own personal real estate business from this AI, and it's definitely something you should check out. Now, if you want to learn more about the Lazy Agent CRM and the Lazy AI, you could do so by clicking the link in the description or by visiting thelazyagent.com/CRM. The Lazy AI is included in all of our CRM packages at no additional cost, with the exception of a small 5-cent fee every time a client responds. So not every time the AI sends a message, but just when the lead responds, does the CRM actually charge you 5 cents, which is actually incredibly cheap compared to everyone else who's selling AI for several $100s a month on top of whatever CRM you're buying. Additionally, you can also learn more about the Lazy Agent CRM by clicking on this video right here. With that said, my name is Tommy Muchler, your Lazy Agent, and I will see you in the next one.